In this video, we're going to explore the 10 hidden costs of not being frugal, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Let's dive in. Hidden cost 1, debt. Debt is a sneaky little monster that can creep up on you when you least expect it. Maybe you've overspent on your credit card or took out a loan for something you couldn't afford. Whatever the reason, debt can be a heavy burden to bear. It can cause stress, anxiety, and even affect your mental health. But did you know that it can also be a hidden cost of not being frugal? That's right. When you're not careful with your money, it's easy to fall into debt. Maybe you're tempted by that shiny new gadget or that fancy vacation package. You think you can afford it, so why not? But then the bills start piling up, and before you know it, you're drowning in debt. Debt isn't just a financial issue. It's a personal one too. It can make you feel like you're stuck in a hole that you can't climb out of. But the good news is there are ways to avoid debt and climb your way out of it if you're already in it. One way to avoid debt is to live within your means. That means not overspending on things you can't afford and sticking to a budget. It's also important to have an emergency fund in case unexpected expenses arise. If you're already in debt, don't despair. There are ways to get out of it. One strategy is to create a debt repayment plan. Figure out how much you owe, to whom, and how much interest you're paying. Then, prioritize paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first. You can also consider consolidating your debt or negotiating with creditors to lower your interest rates. Debt can be a heavy burden to bear, but it doesn't have to be a life sentence. By being frugal and smart with your money, you can avoid debt and live a more financially secure life. Remember, the key to avoiding debt is to live within your means and have a plan in place to pay off any debts you do have. Don't let debt hold you back from living your best life. Hidden cost 2, impulse purchases. Have you ever gone to the grocery store to buy just a few items and ended up leaving with a cart full of things you didn't need? Or maybe you were scrolling through your favorite online store and ended up making a purchase on a whim. We've all been there. And while it may feel good in the moment, impulse purchases can be a hidden cost of not being frugal. Impulse purchases can add up quickly and take a toll on your bank account. They may seem harmless at the time, but the cost can accumulate over time. When you're not mindful of your spending, it's easy to get carried away with the latest gadget or fashion trend. But what's really behind the urge to make impulse purchases? Often, it's a desire for instant gratification or an emotional response to a product or advertisement. The feeling of excitement or anticipation can be intoxicating, but it's important to recognize when that feeling is clouding your judgment. So, how can you avoid impulse purchases? One strategy is to wait before making any non-essential purchases. Take a few days or even a week to think it over and decide if it's something you really need or want. It can also be helpful to create a budget and stick to it so you're not tempted to overspend on impulse purchases. Another strategy is to ask yourself if the purchase aligns with your long-term goals. Will it help you achieve your goals, or is it just a temporary thrill? By being mindful of your spending and staying focused on your goals, you can avoid the hidden cost of impulse purchases. Hidden cost 3, eating out. Food is one of life's greatest pleasures, but eating out can be a hidden cost of not being frugal. It's easy to get caught up in the convenience and social aspect of dining out, but the cost can quickly add up. Eating out can be a drain on your finances in more ways than one. Not only are you paying for the food itself, but you're also paying for the convenience and experience of dining out. The cost of dining out can be 2-3 times more than cooking at home, which can put a significant dent in your budget. But the cost of eating out isn't just financial. It can also take a toll on your health. Restaurant meals tend to be higher in calories, sodium, and fat than home-cooked meals. It can be challenging to control portions and choose healthy options when eating out, which can lead to weight gain and other health issues. So, how can you avoid the hidden cost of eating out? One strategy is to plan and prep meals at home. Meal planning can help you stay organized and save money by buying groceries in bulk and using ingredients in multiple meals. It's also a great way to ensure that you're making healthy choices and controlling portion sizes. Another strategy is to limit the frequency of dining out. Instead of eating out multiple times a week, try to limit it to once a week or less. This way, you can still enjoy the social aspect of dining out without breaking the bank or compromising your health. Hidden cost 4, unused memberships and subscriptions. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. Unused memberships and subscriptions can be a hidden cost of not being frugal. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of signing up for a new service or membership, but it's important to consider the long-term cost. Unused memberships and subscriptions can accumulate over time and take a significant toll on your finances. But the cost of unused memberships and subscriptions isn't just financial. It can also be a drain on your mental and emotional energy. The guilt of not using a service or membership can weigh heavily on your mind and prevent you from enjoying the things you do use. So, how can you avoid the hidden cost of unused memberships and subscriptions? One strategy is to regularly evaluate your memberships and subscriptions to determine if they're worth the cost. If you're not using a service or membership, consider canceling it or finding a more cost-effective alternative. Another strategy is to set reminders for when free trials end or when subscriptions renew. This way, you won't forget to cancel and end up paying for a service you're not using. Hidden cost 5, car ownership. Car ownership is often seen as a necessity in modern society, but the hidden costs of owning a car can add up quickly. From gas and maintenance to insurance and repairs, car ownership can be a major expense that many people overlook. One hidden cost of car ownership is the cost of depreciation. Cars lose value over time, and the rate of depreciation can vary depending on the make and model of the car. This means that even if you buy a car outright, it may not hold its value over time, and you may end up losing money when you try to sell it. Another hidden cost of car ownership is the cost of unexpected repairs. Cars can break down at any time, and even routine maintenance can add up over time. These unexpected costs can be a major financial burden, especially if you don't have an emergency fund to cover them. But the cost of car ownership isn't just financial. It can also have a negative impact on the environment and your overall well-being. Cars are a major source of air pollution and contribute to climate change. Additionally, the stress of driving in traffic and finding parking can take a toll on your mental and emotional health. So, how can you avoid the hidden cost of car ownership? One strategy is to consider alternative modes of transportation, such as biking or public transportation. If you do need a car, consider buying a used car or leasing instead of buying new. And be sure to budget for routine maintenance and unexpected repairs to avoid financial surprises down the road. Hidden cost 6. Housing. Housing is one of the biggest expenses for most people, but the hidden costs of housing can be just as significant as the upfront costs. From utilities and maintenance to property taxes and homeowner association fees, the cost of owning or renting a home can quickly add up. One hidden cost of housing is the cost of utilities. Heating and cooling a home, as well as the cost of water and electricity, can be a major expense for homeowners and renters alike. Additionally, the cost of maintenance and repairs, such as fixing a leaky roof or replacing a water heater, can be unexpected and costly. Another hidden cost of housing is property taxes. Depending on where you live, property taxes can be a significant expense that can increase over time. Additionally, if you own a home, you may also be responsible for homeowner association fees, which can cover things like landscaping and maintenance of common areas. But the cost of housing isn't just financial. It can also have a major impact on your quality of life. Living in an unsafe or unhealthy environment can lead to stress, illness, and other negative health outcomes. Additionally, living in an area with high levels of pollution or crime can affect your physical and emotional well-being. So, how can you avoid the hidden cost of housing? One strategy is to consider downsizing or renting a smaller home to reduce your expenses. Additionally, being mindful of your energy usage and investing in energy-efficient appliances can help you save money on utilities over time. And if you're looking to buy a home, be sure to factor in the cost of property taxes and homeowner association fees to ensure you're budgeting appropriately. Hidden cost 7. Convenience. The cost of convenience can come in many forms, such as paying a premium for products and services or sacrificing our health and well-being for the sake of convenience. For example, fast food and prepackaged meals may be convenient, but they can also be expensive and unhealthy in the long run. Another hidden cost of convenience is the opportunity cost. By choosing convenience over other options, we may be missing out on opportunities to save money, improve our health, or develop new skills. For example, choosing to order takeout every night may mean missing out on the opportunity to learn how to cook or to enjoy a homemade meal with family and friends. Convenience can also contribute to a culture of disposability. We may choose disposable products because they are convenient, but this can lead to waste and environmental harm. Additionally, relying on disposable products can be more expensive in the long run, as we constantly have to replace them. So, how can we avoid the hidden cost of convenience? One strategy is to prioritize our values and goals. If we prioritize health and well-being, we can choose to prepare meals at home instead of ordering takeout. If we prioritize environmental sustainability, we can choose to use reusable products instead of disposable ones. Additionally, we can be mindful of our spending and recognize that the most convenient option is not always the most cost-effective. Hidden cost 8. Entertainment. The cost of entertainment can be financial. We may spend money on movies, concerts, and other events without realizing how quickly it adds up. We may also be tempted to overspend on entertainment by buying expensive tickets or upgrading to VIP packages. Another hidden cost of entertainment is the opportunity cost. By spending our time and money on entertainment, we may be missing out on other opportunities, such as saving for a down payment on a home or investing in our education or career. Entertainment can also be a form of escapism. We may use entertainment to avoid dealing with difficult emotions or situations in our lives. While entertainment can provide temporary relief, it's important to address the root causes of our problems rather than just escaping from them. So, how can we avoid the hidden cost of entertainment? One strategy is to be mindful of our spending and prioritize experiences that align with our values and goals. We can also look for free or low-cost entertainment options, such as community events or outdoor activities. Additionally, we can practice moderation and balance in our entertainment choices. It's okay to enjoy entertainment, but it's important to not let it take over our lives or our bank accounts. We can also explore ways to use entertainment as a tool for personal growth, such as attending educational events or using movies or books to inspire and motivate us. Hidden cost 9. Health. Our health is one of our most valuable assets, yet it's often taken for granted. Many of us don't consider the hidden cost of neglecting our health, which can have significant consequences for our physical and mental well-being, as well as our finances. One hidden cost of poor health is the cost of medical care. Chronic illnesses, injuries, and other health conditions can be expensive to treat, especially if we don't have health insurance or adequate savings. Additionally, poor health can lead to missed workdays or reduced productivity, which can further impact our financial stability. Another hidden cost of neglecting our health is the impact on our quality of life. Poor health can limit our ability to enjoy everyday activities and can lead to feelings of depression, anxiety, and isolation. It can also strain our relationships with others and impact our sense of purpose and fulfillment. The hidden cost of neglecting our health can also have a ripple effect on our loved ones. They may have to take on caregiving responsibilities or deal with the emotional burden of seeing us suffer. They may also have to cover the cost of our medical care or support us financially if we're unable to work. So, how can we avoid the hidden cost of neglecting our health? One strategy is to prioritize preventative care and maintain healthy habits, such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep. We can also seek professional help when needed, such as consulting with a doctor or mental health provider. It's also important to recognize the connection between our physical and mental health. Taking care of our mental health, such as by practicing mindfulness or seeking therapy, can have a positive impact on our physical health and overall well-being. Hidden cost 10. Time. Time is perhaps the most precious commodity we have, yet it's also the one we often waste without a second thought. Not being frugal can lead to a significant hidden cost in terms of time. Think about all the hours you spend working just to pay off debts and bills that could have been avoided if you were more mindful with your spending, or the time you waste scrolling through social media, mindlessly consuming content that adds no real value to your life. But it's not just the time you waste working to pay off debts or engaging in unproductive activities. Not being frugal can also cost you time in the long run. For example, not investing in your health now. Not investing in your health now may result in expensive medical bills and time spent at the doctor's office down the road. Similarly, not taking the time to properly maintain your car can lead to unexpected breakdowns and time spent at the mechanic. It's important to recognize the value of time and how being frugal can help you use it wisely. By taking control of your finances, you can free up time to pursue your passions, spend quality time with loved ones, and focus on the things that truly matter to you. Don't let the hidden cost of time slip away from you. Take control of your finances and invest in the moments that make life truly meaningful. We hope that you have gained some valuable insights into the various ways that overspending can affect your life.